the ground shake.
Alright, I think Max 6, and we are back, and Joe is back with us. Last time, how long has it been since we were here? Like 3 weeks?
Nearly 3 weeks,
Yeah. So you were in HB for a while, we have you back now, and today for the very first time we're actually going to train together in you.
Yeah.
And people always ask, oh, we want to see you work out, we want to see, and you have a brand new routine today that you want to do. I'm going to actually train Joe style today, not Eric style.
It's not even my style, so we're doing something a little bit different. Workout designed by a world record holder for feats of strength. So my goal is the next 16 weeks is to put some tissue back on, which I've lost these last 4 or 5 years. So I think it's a good time to start trying a few different things. So some intensity techniques, a lot of iso holds, some explosive work. I think comes a point, I know you change your training quite frequently with Eric.
Every week. But I'm always looking for something new,
Yeah.
because it shocks the body, you know. So I'm actually interested to do a different kind of workout, you know. So since I got you, I'm lucky enough to have you train with us for a few weeks.
I think we're all guilty of slipping into the same routine, same sets,
it's
same
easy
reps,
to become stagnant.
you know, so
Yeah.
it's sort of changing the mindset now and challenging myself again, which I haven't done physically for a period of time. Always do it with nutrition, diet, and just seeing what I can do with food. Now it's time to let the training lead the food somewhat. You know, we always talk about pairing nutrition to fit the training. So it's I've always, these last 5 or 6 years, since I've moved my focus more into health and longevity and protecting athletes and people's health markers, I've always kind of prioritized nutrition and let that drive my training, which my type of nutrition, as you all know, is very low carbohydrate, ketogenic, which only really lends itself to lower volume workouts and more strength work, which you have to accrue tissue. So we're kind of flipping the switch back to more hypertrophy, and I'll keep documenting the nutritional changes that are required to fuel that. So we're starting from a low base. It's like my lowest weight for about 4 or 5 years. So it's going to be interesting.
So this will be good. We'll actually get the chance to see you at the very beginning of the transformation, which is today, day 1.
Yeah.
And hopefully over the next few weeks / months, we'll be able to see how you can actually transform and progress from this new training /
Yeah, I've done this before, so I'll insert a picture. You know, I think there's a couple of pictures.
But I think it'll be much better on video.
Yeah, no, I mean, just to show to people, like, I've got bang average genetics, but if you apply yourself, and especially if you've got muscle memory, you can change pretty quickly. So we'll put a picture, if we drop an insert picture here.
Yeah.
I did it before in about 15 weeks, it's about a 25-pound difference.
Wow.
Of lean tissue, so it'd be cool to show people a little bit of the journey.
Awesome. What are we training today?
We're doing, well, day 1 we have to do legs, right?
We're at legs. The start we'll do with legs. You know, hardest part of the body of the week. So awesome, very cool. I'm glad you came in, Joe. I can't wait. I'm excited for this workout, and then we're gonna keep keeping you guys updated. So we'll shoot on an ongoing basis so you can actually see the progress, and I'm excited.
Yeah, let's
Thanks,
get
Joe.
something done.
All right. Come on, Joe.
Aggressive up. Aggressive. Good. Explode. Up. Grip the floor, come on. Grip it. Lock it in. And just pump through now, squeeze. Good. Keep it moving. Tight and push. Tight and push. Keep those feet tight. Keep the feet tight. Squeeze the quads. Good. Come on, squeeze. Keep fighting, no breaks, no breaks. Now you're working. Keep pushing as hard as you can. Come on. Split those muscle fibers. Push down. More. More. Fight. Now fight. Keep tension. No breaks. No breaks. Fight it. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Come on. Tight. More. Fuck. Ah, fuck. Oh. More. 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 Connect with the muscle and get everything into this set. Come on. Tight. Tight with the hands, tight with the body, tight with the core, tight with the quads, tight on the pad. Everything tight. Flex up. Hold it. No breaks. Stay tight. Breathe through it. It'll get easier. Stay tight. It'll get easier. Keep fighting through it. Flex the quads. Flex the quads. Come on, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm beat.
So I'm going to interview you, Dave. So full-time bodybuilder Dave. How was training today?
It was tough today. And I mean, it's funny because we always think, everybody thinks they train hard, which I do train hard when I train with Eric, and it's a much different way of training. And we change the workout. It's not like we always do the same thing over and over. We change pretty much every week and stuff, but to have something completely different, completely out of the box that you never do really kicks your ass, man. You can really tell, like, holy shit, I'm not used to that, you know. And I'm sure if we do this kind of workout over and over, like you said before, you kind of develop your endurance, and it becomes, I don't want to say easy, but easier.
You get acclimated.
Right.
So it's like, so I'm going to say, I'm interviewing you now, Dave. So how do you find, you just said that you switch in every week with Eric in training. How do you find that as opposed to maybe sticking to a routine for 4 to 6 weeks? Because for me personally, I like to get familiar with movements and progressive movements, and for a period I found it hard just to switch every week and get instant connection. How was that track for you?
I like it for the simple fact that I never know what to expect from one week to the next. I mean, he doesn't even tell me what we're going to do. I show up at the gym and I just follow his directive. And even when he used to send me workout via email every day, I would never know in advance what he was going to tell me to do. So I like the fact that every time I was going to work out, it was going to be something completely different. So it makes you excited to go work out every day. That's what I liked about it. That was one thing. But as far as mind muscle connection and stuff, his tempo were so much slower. Everything is so precise as far as how he controls the positive, how he controls the negative, how he controls the stretch, the contraction. So it's always, you can never let your mind wanders because you're always so in it just to kind of follow the tempo. It forces you to have that mind muscle connection, but it's still completely different than what we have done today. And I can see the benefit in both, totally,
So is the volume comparable week on week? Because I know we speak a lot about nutrition, like at the beginning we spoke about nutrition guiding, training guiding, nutrition, vice versa. If you don't know what you're doing every week, are you more reactive with your nutrition, like based on the stimulus from training? Because you can't really second guess what you're going to be doing going into a session if you don't know.
Well, normally when I'm in prep, especially when I'm in prep, you'll have 3 different days. So I'll have a off days, which is basically a certain amount of calories, protein, carbs, and fat. More fat, very lower carbs, and moderate to high protein. Then I have a regular day, which is basically every body part except for back and legs. And on legs and back, that's when my calories will be higher. That's how we designed it.
Okay, so Henrik does the nutrition for you as well.
Yeah, he does both.
Oh, okay, great. Okay.
He does both.
So
based on what I'm training, I'm going to be eating certain days.
Okay, I thought you were doing the nutrition.
No, I don't know what I'm doing.
I was going to say, then you can't really compare the two. You're always guessing.
No. Yeah. So normally 3 days. Right, I'm on 2 different days because I'm just coming back from some time off. We're aware. So I'm on kind of like high days, low days right now. But when we're like full blown in it prep, then there's usually 3 days, and usually those high days are always back day and leg day, because obviously if you think about it, it's half your body. Half your body for legs, half your body for back. So those are like taxing workouts, right? So that's when I have the most calories usually.
That makes sense. I didn't realise you were doing that. So one thing I want to do now is I've eyeballed you and I've guessed your weight. So I think everyone loves guessing weight. So comment below before we actually reveal Dave's weight, because we've got a scale in here. Where do you think he's at? I eyeballed him around 230.
Really? Well, let's go check it out.
Let's go and let's do a big reveal.
Okay. Yeah. Let me see if there's any light here.
I feel like it's a UFC or a boxing.
We might need a. I would say.
So let's go to stalking. We've got the official.
All right. Can you see from here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm guessing you say 230, I say about 225. So we'll see. Let's see, that's 200.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm light. 220.
220.
You see?
We just burnt through 10 pounds of glycogen. I
Yeah,
guess,
maybe that's why.
yeah.
Maybe it was 225. So yeah, 220. I was expecting 225.
Well,
So see, I'm lighter.
refeed time, right?
That's right. Now. All right. Cool.
Right, so you've seen some snippets from this workout. I say this is completely different for me. This is stuff that I've never done before, but I had a bout of strongman training 2 years ago and absolutely loved it and gained a lot of muscle and a lot of strength. So I want to try and get my strength back up and move some numbers. That's my primary goal, while remain somewhat respectable and pertaining to body fat. And we're lucky because we've had the gym to train at today. Very fortunate. I know a lot of you guys don't have access and you're scrambling and doing what you can at home. But just to end on a positive message, just do the best you can and really use this time to listen to your body and know what it feels like to be fully recovered. Because I feel like I'm one of the most guilty people of doing it, training too frequently when you're not fully recovered. So use this period to learn what it feels like to be fully recovered and really pay attention to what food you're putting in your mouth, because the coronavirus and a lot of diseases, the high correlation between metabolic syndrome, like type 1, type 2 diabetes, pre-diabetes, being overweight, not being in good cardiovascular health, there's massive correlation between that and disease states. So use this time to dial in your nutrition and pay attention to what you're putting into your mouth. Processed foods, refined oils are the worst things you can be consuming at any given time, but especially now when you're not as metabolically active from training. So just stay the course and hopefully the gyms will be open soon and everyone can get back on track.
I want to say something in closing, because I know you're not going to bring it up because you hate to talk about your product, but I want to talk about something that you've been designing for a while now and that you actually made available to only your staff and employees, and I think it's so great that you've done that. But so you actually was nice enough to send me one of those bottles. It's called Immune AD Life.
Yeah, right? So like the AD Lifeline's all our health supplements. So you've got like liver, heart protection, then some lifestyle items, all organic greens, fibre, everything to keep the system healthy. And I felt pretty useless because I had a bout with the virus myself. So I was 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks in bed. It just kicked the shit out of me, excuse my language. But yeah. I felt pretty helpless. I didn't want people to be subjected to the same. So I couldn't obviously do a production run of a product for the mass market, but I wanted to take care of my athletes and my team and the people close to me. So I built an immune formula and put it out to all the rest of the team. But I didn't stop there because I've been a lot better this last week and really delved into the literature, and we will be releasing an immune product in the next 4 weeks, and I can say it's the most comprehensive formula with studies behind it that pretty much mimics the prescription drugs that are being used currently up in New York, the malaria drugs, the chloroquine, the Z-Packs. So I'm really excited about that, and yeah, I don't talk about selling products because
I know, but
it's not my thing.
I'm bringing it up because I was excited to get it, number one, because one of your team members reached out to me and said, David, send me your address. I want to send you, Joe wants you to get this product. So all his staff is stay in good health. And so I was really touched by it. So I posted the product because I was excited to get it. And a lot of people have actually DM'd me to ask me, oh my God, is this for sale? Is this for sale? People are really concerned right now and they want to try to protect themselves as best they can. So they're actually very interested in something that could possibly help them boost their immune system and stay healthy. So that's why I'm bringing this up.
The biggest thing for me, you know what my passion is, we speak about it regularly. It's like building a performance line of supplements. I've done, and I believe we've got the best line of supplements right up there. But there's not much room for innovation right now. We've always led the way with innovation in that field, but that'll give you a great workout and increase recovery and help with your performance. But what really moves the needle in the bigger picture is improving health markers. Like, we don't need to sugarcoat it. Most of the people who train seriously and at a professional level are using assisted, so they're using exogenous hormones and supplements, and they have somewhat deleterious effects over time. So if we can prevent that, so like the AD Lifeline is fully designed for that, looking after, and I completely break it down into organ health and like the AD immunity, which is in the new product. You'll pair that with the multivitamin and really build a robust immune system, you know, and then we've got another stack, which is to protect the heart, which is 2 products. We're just releasing citrus bergamot tomorrow.
Nice.
Goes live, so that with Heart Plus, and then we've got Liver Plus and Tudka. So I'm really doing my best to break these up so you can protect each organ individually, put 2 products together and do discounts and just try and give something back to the athletes in the industry that's helping them move the needle on with the health markets, because that's how we're going to progress healthily in the sport and get the right message out and allow you to be in the sport for 10, 15, 20 years and enjoy it without having health ramifications later on down the line.
So if you're not subscribed to their IG account, please do that. That way you can always be notified when something comes new. You can actually see it on the feed.
Yeah, or you can inbox me with questions.
Yeah.
We've got a great team of coaches. We've got a great community. We care about health first and foremost, because it doesn't matter how many performance supplements you take, be it over the counter or non-over the counter, most of the time you're masking underlying issues, and it's a short-term win and a long-term loss. So we always try and get nutrition and the health side right, so you have a solid base to progress from year on year.
Yeah, without health, you don't go nowhere. So
Yeah. Hopefully, if this virus has taught general population anything, it's get your health right, because you're nothing without your health. And health starts with nutrition.
There you go. Awesome. Joe, thanks for coming in today. We're going to keep following up with you. We have some surprises for you guys when we actually take a road trip. We're not going to tell you where, but we have some cool stuff planned over the next few weeks. So stay tuned to JTV and the almost unfair advantage with Project Davey. And thanks for coming in today, Joe.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Cheers.